line. Check the radio, pit crew is far from slow. The lights no longer yellow. Ready, steady, go. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 In love with the ride. Burning rubber smells real nice. Fuel it up once or twice. Come on, fast is the way to drive. Crowds all on their feet. Not one bothered by the heat. Imagine them in the driver's seat. Checkered flag would be sweet. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 Everybody get ready. On your feet. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Crank it up. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 Crank it up. Finger to the sky and a green light shining bright. The only thing I have in mind is the finish line. Check the radio, pit crew is far from slow. The lights no longer yellow. Ready, steady, go. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 In love with the ride. Burning rubber smells real nice. Fuel it up once or twice. Come on, fast is the way to drive. Crowds all on their feet. Not one bothered by the heat. Imagine them in the driver's seat. Checkered flag would be sweet. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 Everybody get ready. On your feet. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Crank it up. Whoops.
And hello again, everyone, and welcome back to P10 Racing TV. We're live here tonight for the Old School League Series as they bring their ARCA Series cars down here to Irwindale for the Speedway for the Irwindale 250. Hi again, everyone. I'm Christian, the Crusader driver. Welcome back to P10 Racing TV. We're live here tonight. We got a hot one here tonight, here, folks. Over 15 drivers have locked and loaded with us here. They are ready to do battle here amongst the old school drivers. As we bring them on, let's start them on the pole. We'll start up with the number 8 of Mark Sakosi and the affordable SEO number 8. Row that is outside will be the 3 of Johnny Taylor. Row number 2, we're going to see the 5 of Brian W. Wiggins and his Fritz Solar Company machine. His outside will be the 53 of Nicholas Wilson. Row number 3, we're going to see the 4 of Kyle Hanna. Last week's feature winner, rocking and rolling there, and his outside will be the 24 of David Castelli. Row 5, we're going to see Mark Thomas in that 27. His outside, we're going to see the 69 of Jesse Fox. Row 6, we're going to see the 77 of Byron Barlett, and his outside will be number 9 of Justin Cope. Row 7, we'll see Mark Dillon Jr. in the 54. His outside will be the 44 of the John Deere Machines, Tyler Burgett, I should say. And around shotgun our field tonight, the 20 of Tyler Hunt, and the 14 of Kenneth Graves. Mark Cook in the 88 will lead him on in the back. Let's get down to business, though. Y'all came to see this one. Here we go. Our first trip to Irwindale. We're going back here tomorrow night for Pedal to Metal, but let's see what the old school they can do. Here they come on around at a turn 4. Green flag flies, 250 laps to the distance. Let's go. Off the line to the chicane, we bring him on down now the inside. There we come out of turn 2 here. Now Brian W. Wiggins in the 5, trying to make a move there early on the 53. As a 3 there, Johnny Taylor swings it on to the inside line, making a big jump right up there on the end of Mark Sakosi. He gets it inside. On around we go here, down out of turn 1, back down to turn 2 they go here. Looks like the 3 of Johnny Taylor starting to get a good run there in that Budweiser machine. Sakosi trying to defend off the high side. I can tell you one thing right now is that bottom side only works for so long. If that high side burning up too much, it really costs you later on. And right now, you can see the run, though, is starting to go towards Johnny. Johnny now on the outside, builds it up, a little slider to the bottom. He gets it in there. Work him on around we go here. The 53 and Nicholas Wilson now starting to charge his way up. Back on around we go here. Everyone fighting for their spot, fighting for the distance early. Everybody jockeying for a run. Looking to get the ground up, looking to get some clearance. See who will be able to outmaneuver and outperform the start of this one. Right on about we go here now. The 5 of Brian W. Wiggins is falling behind as a caution has come out. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Trouble there for Tyler Hunt. Let's go to the replay. Taking another look at this one from another angle here. Let's see what happened here. See right here, let's take a look here as he comes on out of turn 2. Looks like he gets a little bit in trouble there out of turn 3. He gets a love tap there from the new driver, that 14 machine of Kenneth Graves, and unfortunately, not the start that we're used to seeing with Mr. Hunt. So as I bring him on around here, they'll get situated on by. See who is going to get the better run off of this restart here. 250 laps to the distance here. I would almost consider this like the snowball of 500 right now. How many laps these guys got to pull off and perform here just to even get into victory lane tonight. Tomorrow night, of course, with the lay models and pedal to metal, they'll be doing 120 laps, which is literally half of the race that these guys got to go. But also, keep in mind, that's like half the speed these guys have to carry through. So we'll bring him on around here, get situated out. The 3 there of Johnny Taylor will still be our race leader with the 8 of Mark Sakosi up in the high side here, trying to get himself a little runner too. The 5 of Brian W. Wiggins, that Fritz Solar Company machine, going to also do what he can here and try and see if he can steal himself a nice victory. It's been a while since we've seen this man in victory lane. Also, David Castelli, never been in victory lane before, but I guarantee you he's been wanting to change that for quite some time here. 1 to go now has been initiated, so we'll get them back on around and get this one back up away. Our drivers working on in. 15 drivers are clocked in with us tonight. I think that's a new record for old school. I don't think... and of course, if you guys are wanting to drive with these guys, they are running on ARCA open setups. If you'd like to join them, of course, you can look them up here on Facebook. I will leave in the description their page there to join as they bring it on around here. We go back underway, and Johnny Taylor gets off to an early start there. Back on around we go here now, back on the inside line. Here comes Brian W. Wiggins now trying to build up some momentum to catch him on by. Looking at hard, charge his way around out of turn 4 here, trying to get something going on him. See what he can do here to stay in this position and try to work his way up from the front. Mark Sikosi right now doing everything he can, trying to do all he got to hold on to this one here, trying desperately to stay in the running. Right on around we go. Here that back on in. Brian W. Wiggins now desperately trying to get some momentum run there on the outside and the inside line there you see. They bring him on back on in, and looks like some movement there from Justin Cope in the number 9 and the 69 machine. The 69 making his debut tonight is Jesse Fox. It's good to have him on board here tonight, and so far doing a pretty good job holding his own with David Castelli right in front of him, a veteran, if you will. But I'll tell you one thing, here's a couple of veterans here for you. You got the 53 of Nicholas Wilson, really rocking and wheeling that machine all the way through. Roast 53 right now, doing all he can to hold on to position here, try to get something going here as they bring him on around out of turn 1, back down turn 2. Right behind him, here comes teammate Kyle Hanna on the 4, former last week's feature winner, desperately trying to cling on to some life, some momentum here. Looking for a run. He gets up into the wall there, though, as does that number 9, Justin Cope. Cope in trouble. Cope in big trouble. He lost a lot of ground and time up, and that just gave the door opening for the BB Racing 77, Byron Bartlett. Byron Bartlett now doing everything he can to get some on round. They go here at turn 4. Oh, buddy, they are really running them hard out here, doing what they can, seeing who can do the other here. Back on around that back straightaway here. They come on around out of turn 3 here. Now Mark Dillon Jr. in the 54 Monster Energy machine, driving that white pimped out machine. Beautiful looking ride. Wait a minute. Trouble there for the 69 there of Jesse Fox. He spins it on around here. Let's go to the replay and see what happened here. See if we can get another glimpse of what happened in this situation. We'll resume to live racing here in a minute. Let's show you what happened here to Jesse Fox. Coming around out of turn 4. Did he just get over hard? Yeah, he got a little overzealous there. Car got a little hard on the throttle and stunned me off. That car did, definitely there. That's what the car was saying to him. But still holds out and still hangs in there for what it's worth here, bringing him on around. Back on in they go. Here the number 9 of Justin Cope doing all he can here to hang in there. He had a hard little noggin knocker to the wall there, and now he's trying to hold out to build up momentum and try to rocket his way back up to the front. But there is so much talent in this field tonight. That's going to be easier said than done to figure out how to do. But Johnny Taylor, man, give credit where credit's due. This man right now, he's new to that series. A little bit of trouble there for the number 9 of Justin Cope. Spins it on around and barely gets it out of trouble, but that could have been much more disastrous than that. Holy smokes. Lost ground, time, and momentum, and on short track racing, you better know better than to do that. Mark Sikosi now starting to lap up some drivers here. He's getting around the 88 of Mark Cook here. Cook now in trouble of being lapped on by as he tries to challenge up to Johnny Taylor. Johnny right now doing everything he can here. Right on around we go here. The 3 there of Johnny Taylor is still your race leader here. By a good margin, I would say. He's really rocking and rolling it out there, doing what he can. And Mark Cook in the 88 right now struggling to keep that car at bay and keep it under wraps. But Justin Cope, unfortunately, falling under the same camp here. Let's go on board here with him. I want you guys to take a very close look at how small this track is compared to most of the other tracks you've seen them run on. This track is no joke. You've got to be precise on your turns, you've got to be precise on where you aim it at. There are multiple ways to make passes here, one being the high side and kind of in the middle, but that bottom line is where you're going to see a lot of drivers usually try to pass, like what's going on right now with Cope. You're going to see them kind of work the bottom in, try to apex it off that white line, and as they come off exit, they're going to try to diamond it off that spot and try to get a run there, and that was exactly what Justin Cope did. Nice pass on by there. Whoa! Up into the wall, though, he goes, and he gets a little bit into the 53 of Wilson, but Wilson managing to stay out of trouble. Good driving on his end. We're on board here with Brian W. Wiggins. The chaos is all around us right now. It's all over the place. So much tension in the air, you can cut it with a knife, and these guys right now are trying desperately to hold on to stay out of trouble for this one, man. This is some serious runs and a half going, and Cope, he's got all sorts of problems right now, and I think he's just put it in for pit road now. I think he's called it good. Too much trouble for that 9 machine. He's just had enough of it, and he's going to put it in pit side for the night. Tough break there for Justin Cope. See if he's able to bring it back on out here and get it situated out. It's Tyler Hunt on the hunt. Working it on by now. A little bit of contact made there up on the 27. He gets right into him. The 54 there, unfortunately, giving a nice little tag and a half, and the 27 not able to keep that one at bay. Oh, no. Mark Thomas, man, he got spun on around, unfortunately. Mark Dillon Jr. is kind of giving him a little love tap, but not the love tap he was looking for. Let's take a look at it. Right there, man, they just slowed up a little too much, and, you know, Thomas was trying to save it. And Dillon Jr. was just trying to stay out of the way there and give him a chance. Unfortunately, though, not what you want to see here. No, the way you want to run here, you want to start off with that 3 machine is doing right now. Come on back, folks. We'll be right back with some more for more from PTM Racing TV from the Old School League. Tonight's race sponsored in part by Affordable SEO. It's time to outrank your competition online today. And now a word from our sponsors.
Looking for a new PC or an upgrade to your current one? Look no further than Ford Entertainment Group, your home for the best quality and value in new, pre-built, and custom PCs at the lowest price guaranteed. We have affordable PC solutions for any budget, with custom builds starting at $595. Even the pros turn to Ford Entertainment Group to get them up and running. With valued customers from all over the world, it's easy to see why Ford Entertainment Group is the most trusted brand in custom PCs.
I wanted to save my awesome subscribers the most money when they started their sim racing journey, while I searched high and low for the best deals. And I'm so proud that Jeffrey and I partnered up so I can spread the good news about where to get the lowest price on a high quality computer.
Feel confident when buying from us with the FEG Satisfaction Guarantee. Get yourself on track today by visiting us online at fegpc.net.
As we get them situated out here yet again to get them ready for the restart here. Everybody kind of getting situated out from that little hiccup there, unfortunately, and everyone trying to see who's going to be where and who's going to be what. But in the comments section, Art Milne has joined us on in. He says, missed tonight setting up triple monitors, but be there next week with the number 15. Art, it's good to have you on board here, bud. Hope you're doing all right out there, and hope everything's going well in your state right now with everything going on, unfortunately. Mike Kruger also joins us in. Hey, where the heck you at, Mr. Freddie Kruger? I thought we told you to come join us tonight. Where you at, bud? I'm just kidding. Mike Kruger, though, a long mainstay here. Always good to have him on board. He's in the chat with us tonight. He's rooting on his boys and the Butchers, the 53 and the 54 and the 4 tonight. That being Nicholas Wilson, the 53, and Kyle Hannon in that 4 tonight. It's good to have you on board, buddy. Well, we'll get him situated out here down that back straightaway out of turn 3. Driver set, ready to go. Wiggins waiting for 3 of Johnny Taylor to get a run. Taylor brings it straight down the bottom, gets a jump start on that. Green flag flies. Right off the start through the chicane, Johnny Taylor out of turn 2 has already got himself a nice lead going. I don't know what it is, man, but that car seems to just love to dig right now when it comes all down to it. It's been holding out quite well here, and it's really been maintaining a good position here. As the 8 there, Mark Sikosi works him on by, trying to challenge him on in out of turn 2 here. The 53 of Nicholas Wilson making headways here, moving for what he can, trying to stay in this one. Right on around though, the 8 of Sakosi now works him on by, looking for Wilson's tail bumper. He's looking for it. You're on board here with him. You can look at, see how smooth Sakosi is when he comes off those corners. Watch this here. See him barely getting that car to really turn that wheel. He's barely turning it at all. And that's really what's giving that car so much momentum to get into those corners. Smooth as silk. Okay, Kruger saying, waiting on birth for my firstborn, but always love showing some support to my butchers. Well, first off, Mike, congratulations, my friend, and I wish you nothing but the best there with your newborn, my friend. But as we get them on around here, definitely your teammates right now are still fighting up quite a bit here. They're still in this, man. They've got a long way to go here, though. Right on around we go here out of turn 4 they go. Mark Sakosi still doing battle there with that 53 machine. Nicholas Wilson not giving him any chances here, folks. You can see Johnny Taylor on the scoreboard right now. He's just starting to blow away everybody. Ryan W. Wiggins is desperately trying to catch him, but it seems as though turn 1 and 2 is Johnny's to lose. Good battling nonetheless here between these two drivers. Sakosi and Wilson still at each other's throats, trying to make a move on around as they go on by that back straightaway. Right on around we go here. Everyone still battles it on in, doing their own thing here. Wilson now trying to get a little more leeway away from Sakosi. But I'm going to show you something real quick. Watch how close he gets to this wall on these exits and the corners. This is what's giving him an advantage over what Sakosi's trying to do. He's running that extreme outside line, holding that line and holding that car in position. That's exactly where you need to be if you want to have a good run and a good setup here for Irwindale. You want to start on that outside line and try to keep it there the whole time. Only use the bottom when it's time to pass. I learned that the hard way in those late models a couple nights ago. Because if you're wondering why that is, well, the thing is, when you're running on this track, these tires burn up quick, man. If you try to run that bottom line the whole time, it just runs them up so hard and it burns so quickly that it almost becomes impossible. Wow! But that's also one of the reasons you don't want to go too high, is because Nicholas Wilson just showed us he got right up into the high side there, up into the wall, and unfortunately lost time and ground. The affordable SEO number 8 of Mark Sakosi now leads the charge up to the front. While the 5 there of his teammate Brian W. Wiggins, the Extreme Motorsports Machines, trying to hang it on in there and still get some momentum build up. There's a lot that goes on with these drivers. There's a lot that goes down in their minds and their striving style. As you see there, as you come on around, the 4 there of Kyle Hanna doing battle here with the 3 of Johnny Taylor. Johnny Taylor, man, he is not known. This is his first time out on the series, and right now he is starting to make a believer out of me. He's making a monkey out of these guys right now. He's starting to run this one well. Hand up on the wall, gets a little bit loose there. Trouble for Kyle Hanna. Saves it just barely, though. What a save, though, from Kyle, man. Having to dig it into the grass there, having to swing it on by and managing to come clear. What a run there. What a move there. Back our pack, we see that going for it on the 27 doing battle here as David Castelli has to go in there with the 27 machine. Mark Thomas working it on by here, trying to get himself a little bit of a headway here and trying to figure out how he got 3 laps down in this case already. We'll work them on around. They go here. They are still all in jockeying for positions, looking for their own line, looking for their own position. Either driver not wanting to quit, neither one wanting to give, as Sakosi is now caught up with some lap traffic here in the 54 of Mark Dillon Jr. Wait a minute, actually, he's not lap traffic. I think he might have spun out there. Let's go to the replay here and find out what happened here to Sakosi. Something not going right here for him. Oh, looks like we got an idea what happened here. Take a look at this move right here. Watch this, coming out of turn 2. Or turn 4, I should say. Wiggins up high. Sakosi's down low. Wiggins goes a little low. Sakosi kind of drifts up a little, and they tag, bump, spin, and I'll tell you one thing, that was a pretty good save there considering everything that happened in that situation. But unfortunately, that put him back way into the spots here. Not where you want to be if you're in the Sikosi camp. Right on around here, Nicholas Wilson trying to make up time from earlier as Tyler on the hunt. Looking to try to hang in this one and try to see if he can build some momentum up to carry by around that 77 of Byron Bartlett. This is the battle for fourth, everybody. It is early right now with only about 1/5 away into this one, but 1/5 away, excuse me. That's not, well, yeah, it is 1/5 away. What am I talking about? Yeah, 1/5 away in this right now, folks, and currently it seems though long-term strategy is going to be a big factor here for these drivers and going to be the big kicker to win this one. But who is going to be able to defy the odds and defy the issues and areas of trouble all the way through? That's going to be the big question here. Everybody kind of spacing out, kind of working them on by here. We'll folks back in on that 20 machine of Tyler on the hunt. Up on the wall goes Wilson yet again. He was trying to challenge him there, but unfortunately, up on the wall he went. Now he lost a lot of ground off that one, man. That is going to set him back even further. Wilson's not having a good run here right now, which is a very shocking spot because usually we're seeing him in a much higher ground and clearance. Usually he's able to get that car running good for most of the race, if not all the race. Tonight definitely seems to be the opposite, though. He's struggling right now. As the 24, David Castelli still holds him on in, still doing his own thing. The 44, Tyler Berger, new to the series, I believe, and making his debut here on PTM Racing TV. That John Deere 44. He has been a really good combatant so far. He's holding down the top 10, given his run here. I mean, I'll be honest with you, he might be a guy you can probably keep your eye on later on in the series if he can really start to develop something. I think he's definitely got a good shot here. Wait a minute, caution's out, caution's out. Big trouble there on the back stretch here. Looks like the 54 and the 4 getting involved in this one here. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what happened there with Mark Dillon Jr. and Kyle Hanna here and see what was the culprit here. So he'll bring it on around here and let's see where did trouble start. Oh, Kyle Hanna, he was already coming to a complete stop there. And you saw the aftermath of that one come to end. Let's take an onboard jammer here and show you guys what Dylan was seeing when he went in that wall. Or he went into that little roadblock, I should say. He's like stunned edge me arch. That gap was there. And unfortunately, the gap was not quite what he wanted there. Kyle Hanna getting it back out as well, so he is situated on in. Yeah, a lot of damage there on that 54. Oh man, look at the damage up on that on that left side there. That wheel is broken, bent in, it's destroyed. Hanna getting a nice little flick or two on that one as well. He'll get his lap back, but unfortunately, not going to really do him much when he's going to get set back quite a bit here. As we continue on around here, folks, if you haven't already, like and follow us up here on Facebook. We'll go over to YouTube land and subscribe there for exclusive content. Tomorrow night we got something exclusive coming your way. Also, we have a little special thing coming for you tomorrow night, as we're going to have the dirt series and the asphalt series at one at a time, one after the other. You ain't going to want to miss that one, folks. There should be some good stuff out there. Drivers working them on in. Everybody getting situated out here, still trying to get this one figured on by, seeing who will be where and who will be what. it looks like it's going to be Mark Sikosi getting the upper hand here when it comes to the position here. As they work him on by, we'll get him situated out. Nope, that's going to be Johnny Taylor, still our race leader. He is going to be the man to beat tonight, it appears. But Brian W. Wiggins, no pushover near as that 77 BB Racing machine of Byron Bartlett. There ain't no giving that boy. He will give you all you got when it comes down to it. Work him on by. Green flag flies. We're back underway. Let's get back down to it, boys. On around we go here now. Brian W. Wiggins starting to hard charge already up to the front here, trying to get around Johnny. But Johnny, he seems to just have turn 1 and 2 down, man. I don't know how he's feeling on 3 and 4, but turn 1 and 2, this cat, he's got something that nobody else has, in my opinion. And that's cornering off those exits. What do I mean by that? What it means is he's basically shortening the track out. Oh, look out! Well, I don't think you're supposed to go for a pit stop like that, but Brian W. Wiggins is going to have to in this case. Swung it on by out of turn 2 there, overdrove it. And now Byron Bartlett and Tyler Burgert are now going to take over the race lead. Wait a minute! Trouble there! There is big trouble for the 3 of Johnny Taylor. What on earth happened here? Let's go to the replay. What the heck happened to him? Well, let's see right here. He's going to come on around out at turn 2 here. Look at that, man. He overdrove it. I was just saying he was really doing good at cornering and keeping that spot online. And he just overdrove it by a nice margin. And that just cost him a lot of ground and time up. Well, as we bring him on around here, now you got yourself a little bit of a heated battle between that 4 and the 54 Mark Dillon Jr. Right now, Kyle Hanna currently 2 laps down to the 1 lap there of Dillon Jr. Jr. desperately trying to hang in there and trying to get some going here for these guys, trying to build them up back on in. Side by side here with Kyle Hanna as they work him on by that front stretch. Strong racing to be had for sure, and strong battles to go along with it. Everybody doing pretty good here, trying to hang in this one. Neither driver wanting to quit, neither one wanting to give anybody a shot, much less a whiff or an opening to this one. As we look on fourth, look at this now. Oh, battle for the race lead. Byron Bartlett trying to bottom feed it off that line there. And Tyler Burgert right now, that John Deere 44 is making it pay, trying to go to the bottom so hard. He's going the outside line, and that's working well to him. You know, I'll say it before, I'll say it again. There's a lot more momentum you can carry from the bottom, but that top side is much more consistent. So it's really been a matter of game plan is how you run around that bottom line. You go to the how much do you want to go to the bottom, and then how much do you want to go to the top side? That's really what's going to boil down to it right now. As that 44 Tyler Burgert for the first time tonight has taken the race lead away. Byron Bartlett's just trying to figure out how to get back into this a little bit. As Nicholas Wilson finally starting to get this one situated on by and starting to figure something out here. But he's got that 8 of Mark Sikosi right on his tail here, folks. Don't go out anywhere. Sikosi now at the bottom, looking for the 3rd spot. He works him on by. Swings it on side by side. Dillon Jr. in the way there. Wilson. Oh, he spins him all around on turn 1. Oh. Dillon Jr. gets a hard lick and a half from the back, and Wilson, unfortunately, had nowhere to go and tags him on in. Let's go to the replay and find out about that one. If you guys want to know something right here, look at this. This is some heated battling here between him and Sikosi, and that little tag there, unfortunately, costing both drivers a lot of time and ground. Worst damage going to the 54. Granted, it wasn't much, but still saying something. Well, ooh, looks like giving a little stop here. They're going to try and situate things back out. Tyler Bergert will be your race leader with the 77 of Byron Barlett in the BB Racing machine, still in second place. Third place right now, Mark Sikosi in the affordable SEO machine, looking to try to hard charge his way through this one. A lot of racing to be had here, folks. A lot to go down still. No telling who's going to outclass and outdo the other here. Especially with it being this late in the run and this late in the series, there's a lot to go down. A lot to be had here as you see our field work some on in. Some going in pit side, some going in down low. And then some are like, well, forget that, I'm just going to stay out. Some guys like Kyle Hand on that 4 and the Dave and Dylan Jr. in the 54 machine. Mark Dillon Jr. looks like he's pretty good right now in his car. It looks like he's been holding out all right. He's definitely trying to challenge up some race battlers and contenders here for this one. But I'll be honest with you, folks, this is going to be interesting to see who's going to be the top tier newcomer tonight, because you've got a few of them out there right now. Of course, you got that 69 Jesse Fox, Mark Dillon Jr. We mentioned him earlier in the 54 right now, running in the 10th slot. Mark Thomas in the 27, we've seen him before, but kind of making a little bit of a triumphant return. And then Tyler Berger in that 44 machine right now, looking pretty solid and strong. But the guy that I think everybody is trying to chase after and trying to find out how to beat if he gets back up to the front is this man right here, the number 3 here of John. Sorry, we got messing up on names here tonight, guys. Johnny Taylor here right now. Currently, as they work him on by, now 1 to go is initiated. The drivers work him on through, and they will get situated out. And we will go back to green flag racing here in just a minute. A lot at stake for these drivers. A lot on the line. Everybody getting through and through. Trying to catch back up. So they're starting to run out of time because now we're back underway here. It's going to be Mark Sikosi off the race lead here on the start. Back on through we go here now. Back down inside here. Byron Barlett now. Huge run to the bottom. Oh, Dougie, he's going to try to get that buddy up into the front here. A little loose. Goes to 44 and right into the wall. Tags that one by. He's trying to get out of the way, not get anybody with him. What a nice move there. Oh, maybe not. Look out. Oh, man. Tyler Berger, I'm sorry, man. I think I gave you the broadcaster's jinx, but I'm sorry. He was doing so well. I should have just kept my mouth shut and let him run his race here, and unfortunately, he gets caught up in that little hiccup, and that set him back big time here. But nevertheless, we'll work them on by here. Every driver for themselves. Sikosi's got a nice lead over Byron Barlett. Barlett is trying to play 2 different lines here, and Brian W. Wiggins is saying, yep, forget about that. I'll run my own line. Right on around we go here at turn 4 they go. The 27 machine now starting to gain some ground, starting to get time back here. He's a few laps down, but I mean, don't ever count out Mark Thomas here. When you least expect it, he can get you, and he will definitely give it all it's worth here when it comes down to it. Through and through we go here now, right back on the front straightaway they go here now. Looks like Johnny Taylor doing some hard charges there with the 20th Tyler Hunt. Tyler Hunt giving her everything he's got, trying desperately to stay ahead of the curve. Each driver doing their own thing, each driver working them on by to their limit. Back on around now, Johnny Taylor goes and swinging to the inside line around that 27 Thomas. Mark Thomas, man, he's looking strong out there, but Johnny Taylor, you damage and all that setup is just bad fast, man. It's not giving out to anything tonight. Swings on down around out of turn 2, the inside line. Now he takes over, and Byron Barlett is in his sights. He's still a lap down or 2, but that doesn't mean anything when he can start catching up here a little bit. Actually, I think I take that back. He is currently on lead lap, and now he's just passing by his left and right. Mark Sikosi and Wiggins and Wilson, I'd be a little worried right now. I think you guys might have some competition coming your way here. This is a serious run and a half here. Back on through we go here. Every driver themselves, everyone's still trying to figure this one out here. As a 53, Nicholas Wilson now swings it on down out of turn 4 here, doing everything he can to hold him on by. Looking for that yes by there, trying to hang in these guys. All under wraps, all underway. Everybody work them on by. They're still at it here as Wilson and Wiggins battle for second. Can Wiggins hold them off? Neither one wanting to quit, neither one wanting to give. Everybody for themselves, still battling on through here. Here they are still one on with one another. Wiggins now finally starting to gain some ground up here. Thomas with some big troubles there in that 27 machine. Looks like the car having some serious malfunctions there as the caution has come out. Looks like, let's see what the replay shows us here. Let's go ahead and take another look at it from another angle, see what happened here. And looks like it's going to be an interesting one to show you. Let's take a look at this. Briggs on around, Tyler Hunt side by side when he comes out of the front stretch. And contact made between those two, and oh man. He plays spin the bottle, and unfortunately the bottle broke quicker than he knew it. I don't think I would be playing spin the bottle with Tyler Hunt there, but not insinuating anything, but you know. Well, nevertheless, guys, we get situated out and I stay out of trouble here. We'll get him on by yet again and get situated through. We'll be right back here with some more Old School League here on PTM Racing TV. Tonight's race sponsored in part by, of course, also the affordable SEO and marketing. The services provided like PPC, web design, gift cards, hats, mugs, and all that. It's time you outrank your competition online today with the affordable SEO and marketing. And now a word from our boys over at FEGPC.net.
Looking for a new PC or an upgrade to your current one? Look no further than Ford Entertainment Group, your home for the best quality and value in new, pre-built, and custom PCs at the lowest price guaranteed. We have affordable PC solutions for any budget, with custom builds starting at $595. Even the pros turn to Ford Entertainment Group to get them up and running. With valued customers from all over the world, it's easy to see why Ford Entertainment Group is the most trusted brand in custom PCs.
I wanted to save my awesome subscribers the most money when they start their sim racing journey. Well, I searched high and low for the best deals. And I'm so proud that Jeffrey and I partnered up so I can spread the good news about where to get the lowest price on a high quality computer.
Feel confident when buying from us with the FEG Satisfaction Guarantee. Get yourself on track today by visiting us online at FEGPC.net.
As we get situated back out here, folks, we are still running them on by, getting them ready to go for this next time around here. A lot of racing to be had for sure here, a lot of stuff to go down between these drivers. There's been a lot of heated contention here in the series and a lot of heated stuff all around, but you know what? That's just kind of the way things go in racing. You gotta have a little heat or two every now and then to have some fun with it. Everybody working them on by. A lot of time left here for these guys and a lot of stuff to go down. We'll see how this one plays into the favor for our race leader in this case. See, work him on by. Here comes Brian W. Wiggins, slicks it on to the bottom there off that run. He's off the line. Working him on through. We go here. Now comes Nicholas Wilson in that 53 machine trying to hang in there with Wiggins. You can see now already. Caution's out. Caution's out again. Caution is out. We got big trouble. Tyler Hunt and Byron Barlett into that one here. Let's go to the replay and find out what happened here. Not what you wanted to see from these guys here. See right here, see if we can figure out what was the situation between these guys to bring them on back around out of turn 2. And looks like Byron Barlett just unfortunately got loose and gave old Hut the, well, I can't really say on television. Let's just say that. But nevertheless, we will let them rerun and refire and get things back on around and see what we can do here. There's a lot to be had here for these drivers, though. So we're almost at the halfway point here, folks, and right now the driver's working them on in. The driver's still doing their thing, kind of situating the world around them, trying to figure out what's going to come of each other and what's going to come of their lines here. A lot to go down, a lot to be had here. There is definitely no holds barred here when it comes to runs and a half here. So we will continue them on by, and hopefully this next time around we can get back underway here and get some good runs here. But I mean, sometimes you never know with these races. You never know when there's going to be some chaos and when there's going to be some extreme chaos. But I mean, right now, definitely nowhere, no how, no say it ain't so, old Sam, old boy. Alright, buddies and ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to go here yet again. We are going to get them on by out of turn 1 here and situate this one on through. Alright guys, they bring him on down around to the back straightaway out of turn 3 into 4. And yet again, that old boy Wiggins, man, he just loves jumping that start. He's off and running. Round and about we go here. On in, and Castelli up into the wall protection. Can't quite get it off. He's trying to stay out of the way of everybody. He's just trying to get that thing off of there. Easier said than done, I'll tell you that much, bud. You got it situated around here and taken care of, but unfortunately that definitely set him back a few spots as they bring him on around. Mark Sikosi in that number 8 now, starting to hard charge his way up. Looking for a run, looking for a seam, maybe getting himself a little bit more time and ground here to catch up in this one here. This is going to be hard to tell who is able to outlast and outsmart the drivers here as they continue it on by. Through and through we go here to the inside line now. Mark Sikosi really running him on in. Wilson trying desperately to hang on to that spot. He knows he can't overdrive it too much though. He knows he's going to try to make Sikosi burn the tires up from that line he's heading so he can try to stay clear of wreckage and issues. Through we go here, back on around out of turn 1 now, swings him on by here as Nicholas Wilson starts to hard charge his way up into that spot out of turn 2. Really working him through, really doing everything he can to stay on in this one. Down that front straightaway here, side by side, they take it. Sikosi trying desperately to make up ass. He can't quite get the run though on that inside line. He's trying. But you can see he's not diving in deep enough and not running off hard enough to deliver the slider here, or the White Castles, we like to put it around here, around that 53 of Wilson. But he might have a chance here if he can get something figured out here. You can go on board here and you see how close these guys are neck to neck with one another. see right there where Sikosi has been trying to play his line at. Wait a minute. Trouble there for the 3 yet again. Johnny Taylor. It's trouble for him, and unfortunately puts him even further in the back here. He's just not catching a break here tonight. On around, Brian W. Wiggins. Big trouble. Something gone completely wrong there. Let's see what happened to this one here. Taking a look at it from another angle and see where he drove it in at and see what went wrong. So he's coming in pretty tight. He gets into the wall. Oh, man! Holy smokes! And you want to talk about scary. That was, oh, man. He gets into the wall, right into the barricade. I don't know how that car is standing, much less how he's even moving. Oh my goodness. I don't even know if we want to get the onboard camera on that one. Do we want to really see this? Hold your breath, kids. Oh, God. Oh. That is some stunned Miage. That is some stunned as Miage damage right there. That is it's ludicrous right there, man. That was some hard hit, but he is okay. He's all right. He's got it back underway here, got it around, and he's going to situate this one by. We're now at a halfway point here as the drivers are looking to finish this one on out. Byron Barletta and that 77 really working him through here. Everybody doing their own thing, kind of staying in their own groove and line here. As the 14 of Kenneth Graves looks to try to hard charge his way back into this one here. Right now he's in third, but Mark Sikosi, you want to talk about someone who's trying to make a big move here. He's got Wilson right in front of him here. He's trying to make that pass on by. Through and through they go here at turn 2 they go. On around, they hard charge this one by the back straightaway here. They're still at it with one another here. Sikosi now looking for an inside run, trying to find a momentum key here. Johnny Taylor starting to swing the Taylor around. He's starting to throw his weight into there, trying to get back with these guys and try to see if he's got something for him later. But these are right now, these are the leaders. I don't know if I'd be running that hard against them right now. I'd be leaving them alone in my opinion, but you know, Taylor's got his own mindset, his own strategy, so maybe it's going to work out in his favor more. I don't know. As Sikosi gets right into the wall, and that just slowed up all his time and ground and gives the door wide open to the 54 of Mark Dillon Jr. as Tyler on the hunt currently. Still a lap or two down at the moment because of earlier. He's falling way behind them right now. Battle back on in here. Now the 77 of Byron Barletta. And really working on in that BB Racing 77 machine. Right on around they go here. Mark Thomas gets back up into the wall, and the 77 makes his jump ahead. All drivers giving it their heart and their soul, but some of them may be driving a little too hard here. This is a small track. This is a short track. So you know, with short track racing, you've got to be careful about that. You've got to be aware of your line and your rhythm. And we'll show you what Kenneth Graves is when we're talking about. Right on around they go here. You see Graves where he's trying to hit his mark at, where he's trying to hit his spot at. Very soft on the throttle though, very soft in his corners. He's really kind of making it work his way more towards what he wants to do and how he wants to hold out here, which is definitely coming in handy for him here. As the 5 now of Brian W. Wiggins after that huge lick and a half he had earlier. Oh my goodness, folks. I'm amazed he's still feeling anything after that hard lick. I'll tell you one thing, you may not think it seems like a hard lick, but when you're on that wheel and you feel that wheel just almost fly out of your hands and you're crashing in that hard, you could literally, if you're in a cockpit, that's even worse because you're going to feel all that. And Wiggins knows it, and right now he is just manhandling this track, getting around Tyler Hunt now. staying in this one, not giving up, not giving out. Still desperately trying to cling on to whatever life he has left in that machine. As they bring him on fourth here, they are still going as hard as they can. Tyler Hunt out of turn 2. Loose off and managing to save it. But that was definitely not what you wanted to do there. Not at all. That slowed him down quite a handful there, I would say. Time is running out for him and Nicholas Wilson right now. I want to talk about a battle and a half here. This guy, he's doing the complete opposite of what you saw Graves doing earlier. He is just full throttle and assault this machine. Still running his course, running his line with 120 laps or so left in this one. Back on around we go here to the outside line. Now Wilson has to build it up around the 77 of Byron Bartlett. Byron Bartlett now has to line and has his run here. I don't know why I called him Barletta earlier. I apologize, buddy. Bartlett, though, still holding on for what it's worth here, doing his own thing. Through and through we go here. Nicholas Wilson still giving it all he's got here. Mark Thomas right now pretty much on the bottom of the barrel. 15 laps down. Just fighting that car off for what it's worth here. It's definitely showing it out there. Tyler Berger right now as well, lap down. And the surprise to me, Johnny Taylor, man, he was a lap down, then he's now not a lap down, then he's back on the attack, and then he's just trying to fight that car off. I don't know if he knows what he's doing. I don't know how he's doing what he's doing, but he's fighting, man. Look at this now, Jesse Fox in that 69 machine, trying to get the pedigree up to the front. Staying ahead there, the BB Racing 77 of Byron Bartlett. As they work them on in and see here. Everybody's still on their run, on their feet, on their moves, just trying to hang on for dear life here. There's a lot at stake here and not a lot of time to mess up. A lot of these guys are just trying to stay away from pitting, conserve themselves for later, and it's definitely showing right now, but I would also say that could get dangerous here if they're not careful. They've got to be aware of where they're at, and they've got to be aware of how they're going to run this line here and how they're going to hit their spots up. But you never know, sometimes you can see some really crazy things happen, and you can see some things that probably I don't think anybody would expect. Through and through they go here now. The 5 of Brian W. Wiggins making another hard charge up to the front. Going a lap down right now. He's got a chance, man, if he can get this one figured out. Wouldn't that be a Cinderella story? He got into a huge wreck, gets it back out, and then runs a hard race to the end and finished off. The 44 of Tyler Berger doing kind of a simple strategy, which is just run his race and run his line. He's got out of trouble. Not a bad idea, in my opinion. Still hanging on for what it's worth there, still doing his own thing, still jockeying for position. Running about and around we go here, everyone at it here, desperately trying to hang on by as a 24, David Castelli, looking to try to make up for lost ground time earlier. He had some hard troubles earlier, man, but now he's starting to seem like he's figured it on in. Back and forth they go here, down the back they gone. Everyone's still jockeying for position, still running their race. As a 14 comes to a screeching halt there. Not sure what happened there with Kenneth Graves, but that slowed him up enough to let Kyle Hanna ahead of him here. Kyle Hanna now is starting to really make some big moves here. If he can get this one situated out, I think he's got a good chance to get this one. He's just got to stay focused. On around we go here. Everyone's still on their toes, on their feet, trying to hang in this one. Now looks like Byron Barlett's going in pit side here. He needs to get a little thing of gas and some tires on that beast. Try to hang in with it. Mark Sikosi right now, man. Got teammate Extreme Motorsports 20 of Tyler Hunt right in front of him. But you can hear how soft he's really cornering those turns in. Isn't nearly as hard as you saw earlier with Wilson. Damage up on Tyler Hunt now. Unfortunately slowing him up quite a bit here. Definitely giving him a showcase here. Neither driver wanting to quit, neither one wanting to give up anything there. They still are trying to hold on to their spotlight, trying to hang in this one to the end if they can. Through and through we go here, down that back straightaway and the front stretches, if you will. Go on board here yet again with the 44 of Graves here. Let's see where Graves is really, Tyler Berger. See where he's trying to get that car to settle in at. Really just kind of running his own line, running his own race here, and it's definitely been working in my opinion. But I gotta ask, tire conservation's one thing, but how long can you get the car to stay ahead of the curve for later on when you got a caution or something late in the run? That will be the $1 million question that I think only he can answer for us. Whoa! Looks like Nicholas Wilson has a big trouble here. He goes right up into the wall protection, and that just slowed up all his momentum. And Mark Thomas now had to back off, try to switch it out. Sikosi smells blood in the water. He's fighting hard now to catch back up to him. But Sikosi does not be able to capitalize on that as much as he wants there. Wilson right now kind of just on autopilot at this point. Or is he gets back up in the wall, gets it out of turn 4, saves it this time. That could have been very ugly though. That could have been bigger trouble than he's looking for and he wants. It seems to hold out just fine though, nonetheless. Bringing him on through here. We are still with 100 laps left in this one here. Not a lot of laps when you think about it, but there's a lot of time on the clock to really start figuring this one through a little bit better. Well, folks, right now we got to cut to a quick commercial break, but we'll be right back more with some iRacing here.
Looking for a new PC or an upgrade to your current one? Look no further than Ford Entertainment Group, your home for the best quality and value in new, pre-built, and custom PCs at the lowest price guaranteed. We have affordable PC solutions for any budget, with custom builds starting at $595. Even the pros turn to Ford Entertainment Group to get them up and running. With valued customers from all over the world, it's easy to see why Ford Entertainment Group is the most trusted brand in custom PCs.
I wanted to save my awesome subscribers the most money when they started their sim racing journey, while I started high and low for the best deals. And I'm so proud that Jeffrey and I partnered up so I can spread the good news about where to get the lowest price on a high quality computer.
Feel confident when buying from us with the FEG Satisfaction Guarantee. Get yourself on track today by visiting us online at fegpc.net.
Alright, let's take another look at this one here real quick. Show you guys what happened when we were going to commercial break here. We had a caution come out for the 54 here. Mark Dillon Jr. Unfortunately getting a little bit, well, let's just say in troublesome territory again. Clips that inside corner, and that now has 2 in a row on him, and Tyler Hunt unfortunately falling victim in there as well. A lot of time and ground lost on that one right there for both drivers, and they were really hard charging their way to get back into this one. Not what you want to do in their case. Let's go on board here with Hunt and show you what he saw when that came out. Sometimes you're on the receiving end of it, and sometimes you get the lucky dog, and unfortunately, not going so well there for Mr. Hunt tonight. Ryan W. Wiggins, after that huge crash, he's going to stay on out and hopefully figure this one on by maybe. Smart strategy, in my opinion, to stay on out when he needs to and kind of run his own race. He's got a fast setup in there, that's for sure, but does he have the time and patience and ground to get up there and really make a move here when he needs to? That's going to be the big question, in my opinion. We'll have to see here, and we'll have to see who is going to be able to tag this one on by. Mike Kruger in the chat saying that's a crash. It wasn't my fault this time either. No, I'm not going there, buddy, but I love you, man. At least you got a good sense of humor. Well, they'll get the one to go here, and looks like it's going to be, hey, what do you know, Johnny Taylor. He is going to be our driver to start this one off this time. That could be an interesting one. We'll see how that one plays out here. There's a lot of time, though, for anyone to really make their move here and make their presence felt. So who will be able to outrank and outpass Johnny here? Johnny's been strong all day. He just had that one little bobber earlier. Will he make the same mistake? We'll find out now as the green flag flies yet again. Back on fourth here now, the Butcher brothers, Kyle and Nicholas, doing battle here with the Team Extreme of the number 8 of Sikosi. Sikosi right off the gate and off the jump. Inside line down upside. Wait a minute. Caution's out. Yellow, yellow, yellow. And Tyler Hunt right now just can't catch a break. He just cannot catch a break tonight. Let's take a look at the replay here. So they're hard charging around. They're trying to catch up with the leaders here. And Wiggins and him, they're running on by. Did Hunt get loose? He got loose and tags Wiggins, and unfortunately teammates get into it there. And Mark Thomas, I'm not even sure what happened to him here. Let's go back to the replay here and see what happened. Turn 2, man, that's been the most deadly turn, though, out of all of them. And looks like Thomas just got loose there, so 3 cars getting into trouble there on that spot, and end up costing him big time there. Well, nevertheless, though, we are not done with this yet. We're still going to get them situated on by out and see who is going to get this one figured out. A lot of racing to be had here, folks, and a lot of racing still to go. 88, just over 85 laps will be remaining when we get ready to swing them on by again. Let's see how this one plays out. Let's see who is able to gain the ground and momentum when it is needed and when it matters most. There's not a lot of time left for mistakes. There's not a lot of time left to keep pushing these things to its limit. They've got to start really tempoing those cars, really start kind of finding a little rhythm or two, kind of let the car settle in a bit and then go off their lines. You know, that's really what, to me, it's going to be all about here on this restart. Alright, we'll get them situated out now, and looks like it is time for the one to go, which means we'll let these drivers get situated fourth and set to tones, re-rack, restack, and all that, and get this one ready for another awesome night of action. Some great racing so far and some good heated battles. That's what we like to see, but now they've got to start being a little weary about getting too hard on each other and getting too aggressive. They've got to start focusing on that line here. As they come on around, we'll bring him on down now, and Johnny Taylor yet again off to a strong start as usual. Through and through we go here now. The Butcher brothers trying to get up there with Sikosi and trying to stay ahead of them, depending on which one we're talking about here. Right on around we go. Here comes David Castelli in that 4 machine. He's starting to lead the charge up to the front. Not one to quit, is he? And not one to give at all. He's starting to really lay in this one. Back on around they go here, down at about out of turn 1, down turn 2 they go. The 4 Kyle Anna desperately trying to cling on to some life here, trying to build some momentum up and stay ahead of the run there from Castelli. Castelli, though, trying to full bore his way up to the front. They may be looking to open up his existing Bible Excel Chronicles versus 7. The Marauder was the champ last night, but I trust in the power speed, and I may want to see a little charge tonight. Round and about they go here on that front straightaway here. Castelli is hard charging his way in there, but the 4 of Kyle Hanna, not Nicholas. I'm sorry, bud. Kyle Hanna right now in the 4 slot right now in the 4, trying to stay ahead of the situation and come on by here. Through and through we go here now. Nicholas Wilson having to deal with Sikosi there. Really starting to run his race in there. He's starting to fight here for this one. Neither driver wanting to quit, neither one wanting to give an inch to each other though. Back on around, we take this one on by here. Everybody's still on their game strategy, trying to hang into this one. Sikosi trying to stick in this with Wilson. Wilson just really trying to stay out of trouble. Down that front straightaway, down the back straightaway they go here. They'll bring him on into turn 3 and a 4. Sikosi now looking for a run there on Wilson. Wilson doing everything he can to stay out of trouble. Some drivers have gone in pit side here because of the damage told up on their cars. They can't do anything about that sometimes. They're all hunting down this man right here in that Budweiser number 3, Johnny Taylor. Talk about a run and a half he's had here tonight, man. He has just been full on assault tonight. Running his line and running his race. Going him on by here. They go on down and around. They are still at each other here, trying to see who will do the better and who will outclass the other here. Neither one wanting to quit, neither one wanting to give an inch here. They're being off 4th here. All drivers still in it to win it. Some damage up on the wall protection. I think that was Wiggins getting in there a little bit. He seems to stay clear of trouble though. Right on around they go here, coming right into your living room there. They are loud, they are proud, and they are all that and then some. Look at this now. You've got a big battle coming between Mark Thomas and into almost to a 3-wide salute goes Brian W. Wiggins. Is that even smart to do on this track? Well, he thought so. Still hanging in there, still doing what he can, trying to figure out who's going to get this one on by. Right on around out of turn 1, down turn 2. Looks like the 54. Mark Dillon Jr. trying to hold off that attack there from Brian W. Wiggins, but Wiggins is going to sneak in there and try to steal it from him. Wiggins is a lap down at the moment. He's just trying to stay out of trouble. And Tyler Burgert, he's not a lap down though. He can make a run there on the 54. You've got the battle for 5th. Tyler Burgert, the inside line now, the 54. Trying to hold his own, trying to hang in there with these guys, doing what he can. Neither one wanting to give an inch, neither one wanting to quit. You can hear some get into the wall there. And it looks like Johnny Taylor starting to slow up just a hit, giving Sikosi a chance to breathe, and I think honestly try to find a way back into this. Through on around we go here. Everybody's still jockeying for position right now. Looking here right now, look a little bit of a battle going between that 14 machine and the 53 as well. The 14 being driven tonight by Kenneth Graves. Kenneth Graves right now doing everything he can to hang in with them. But Nicholas Wilson's a wily veteran here. He won't give you an inch when it comes down to it. Trying to stay ahead of the curve. Either driver wanting to give an inch here. Each one giving it all they've got here. Through and through we go here. Everybody's still jockeying for a position here. Jockeying for the run and a half. They carry it on by. All drivers looking to one-shot this one, all looking to try and get their very first win here at Irwindale. There has not been a lot of winners here, and there's not been a lot of races here unless you count those figure eights, of course, which are a heck of a lot of fun. But nevertheless, I mean, these guys are absolutely tearing it up out there, giving it what it's worth, seeing who can outclass the other and who's going to be able to outpace the other here. Through and through they come batted out. Now you see the 53 and Nicholas Wilson starting to lead the pack on in, leading his hard charge up. Everybody's still trying to throw down with this one. Everybody's still trying to hang in this one to the end. No one giving an inch. No one wanting to quit in this one. Everybody's still on their toes, on their battles here, working them on by. Back on around we go here. Let's focus in on a little bit here as the 44 there of Tyler Berger doing battle here with David Castelli in that 24 machine. Either driver really seeming to give an inch to one another, really trying to hold themselves out here. Still a good crowd on hand here tonight. We do appreciate you guys all tuning on in still and watching with us. If you like what you see, of course, tomorrow night we will be back here with the late model series. I presume in the daytime, but hey, you never know sometimes. Working them on by here now, Johnny Taylor. Look at this here. He's making a really big run around Nicholas Wilson. And that 53 is starting to fall back behind. He's starting to fall in trouble. We'll carry him on around out of turn 2 there. Neither driver giving an inch here, neither wanting to quit. The roast meat. Trying to roast up a spot here. Johnny Taylor still desperately trying to stay ahead of the curve and stay ahead of everyone here so he doesn't have any more troubles to worry about later. Problem when you're in lap traffic though, it's like dirt track racing to me. Once you're in lap traffic, it's trouble zone from there. Kyler Berger the outside line while the 3 of Johnny Taylor goes inside, working him on in. Looks like it's time for a daily double. Johnny Taylor has delivered a daily double. And for those wondering at home or you've not heard the daily double before, the daily double is a little new site. It's called When You Get 2 People for the Price of 1. And he did indeed. He got Tyler Berger and he got David Castelli in a nice run there, to say the least. 5 of Brian W. Wiggins is in desperate trouble. He's trying to stay ahead, but unfortunately after that little hiccup he had earlier that cost him the race lead, he has not looked to save. He has not looked very good. Yeah, I'm not trying to say anything bad at him or anything, but it's just the car is not holding up and it's not quite sticking to where he wants to, and I think he'd be the first to agree with me there. But Johnny Taylor right now is in good condition to actually lap up the 3rd spot right now. Kyle Hanna, I've only seen only a few times have I ever seen anybody lap up a whole field in one race. One of them being by a guy by the name of Jackson Allen on the Pedal to the Metal series. He did that a while back ago. I think that was at Thompson, I think. Hard to remember. There's a lot of great racing between those guys, and you will catch Pedal to the Metal Racing League tomorrow night live here on PTM Racing TV, as we'll showcase our drivers there. But nevertheless here, guys, as they continue it on by, everybody's still jockeying and run their own line here. Nobody giving an inch here, nobody giving a chance up to anyone. They're all looking for their run, all looking to try to secure themselves a victory here. Through and through, we carry them on by down that front straightaway here. Or the backstretch, I should say, as we now focus yet again on the 54 there of Mark Dillon Jr. with a 14 there of Graves right behind him in the Wrangler machine. The 69 of Jesse Fox. Kenneth Graves and Jesse Fox right now. Two different areas, same line, but far and away back in the pack here. On around we go here now. Look at this. Nicholas Wilson having a little bit of company here with that 44 of Tyler Burgard. 50 laps left, and you can see Burgard and them really running them on in hard and really running them spot on for what they can do here. Trying to hang in this one and see what they've got going for each other. Nicholas Wilson desperately trying to stay ahead of the curve, trying to stay ahead of position here. David Castelli looked like he got really close to that outside wall there, almost taking a nice little lick and a half there, to say the least here. Stays out of trouble and stays out of the problem zone. But right now, it's not looking too good there for Castelli. Watch out! Oh boy. Save that one, but I definitely would not want to be anybody that was in lap traffic right now. And Sikosi knows that all too well. Then if Graves gets into the wall, they're at a turn 2. He's going to have to slow it up quite a bit here as our field works him on by. Jesse Fox with big troubles there on turn 4. Let's go to the replay and see what happened here. I got to think he probably smashed it up a little bit. Comes out of turn 4, drives it hard. You don't want to drive it that hard. Oh no. Oh! And ends up taking a nice little lick of that one. And look at this now as we rock him on back in. Brian W. Wiggins 3 laps down. And a whole lot of frustration's probably going through his mind right now. And 45 laps left to go. I mean, he's just got to be thinking to himself, what the heck did I do wrong tonight? I hate saying it, but he just made one little simple error, and it ended up costing him the entire night because he ended up going right into the wall protection and then straight into the exit entry lane for the drivers. And that was just a hard lick there. I think it's actually the exit lane now that I think about it. Yeah, that was exit lane. And yeah, man, right now though, Mark Sikosi, tell you what you will, but Sikosi right now absolutely playing into this machine here. He is just giving it a nice run and a half here as that 54 of Mark Dillon Jr. is just continuing to be passed on by every time around. He just can't seem to catch a break here. But I believe Brian W. Wiggins just came out of pit road, so he's going to have a fresher set of tires in this case. And it seems to be working well for him. I want you to pay close attention here to Johnny Taylor and listen to that throttle rhythm and listen to that momentum as he makes a huge pass around Mark Thomas there at 27. You hear that throttle, you hear that rhythm and that section of timing. That means when he redlines it, he's trying to get the car to RPM up as high as he can to get more momentum to transfer over into the wheels, which then translates to the chassis. And if everything works on all cylinders there, you've got yourself a pretty fast hot rod. It's all about trying to get the higher the RPM and the more stability of those RPMs. However, when you're in a draft, if you have those RPMs set at a high spot, they can get overclocked. And, well, let's just say we all know a little thing or two about overclocking with PCs or cars around here. Running them on down for under 40 laps left to go here, and this is just absolutely turning into the Johnny Taylor show right now. He has yet to give an inch here to anybody. He has just been flying by this entire time, man. He's not giving anybody anything. He's just taking this one through like in stride. This is incredible racing on his end. Round and around we go here now. The 53 of Nicholas Wilson still trying to desperately hold on to something here. Trying to hold on to a position here. As we work them on by yet again, we focus in on our drivers here. The 4, Kyle Hanna, last week's feature winner. Well, let's just say he's already been lapped up by Johnny Taylor, and Sikosi about ready to get lapped up by him as well here. I'm not sure what kind of long run setup built that Johnny Taylor built on that thing tonight, but my God, man, I'll tell you one thing. It is smooth, it is strong, and somehow, some way, it's just dominating. 14 at Kenneth Gray's in his debut. Not bad so far. Still in the top 10 of all things. He's not doing too bad out there tonight, man. He's really giving it all he got. And still runs a good race here and a good ride. I mean, in all honesty, if I'm in his camp right now, I'd be pretty happy with this performance. I'd be pretty happy with the way things are going at the moment. And trouble there for Castelli. He spins on out of the front straightaway. Let's go to the replay and find out what happened here. Using her look at it from another angle here. See him come on around out of turn 3. We'll see him coming in turn 4. Did he overdrive it? Yes, he did. He overclocked the turn a little. This time, though, unlike others, he was able to get it downward instead of upward and managing to get that car situated on around for a nice little run and a half there to clear itself out. Now Jesse Fox going to do the work here. Well, that's 54 there. Mark Dillon Jr. Jr. still in that 54 Monster Energy, a beast. Still trying to stay ahead of the curve here. Right on around though. Now it is official. Johnny Taylor has lapped the entire track. I don't know how he done it, but this should be enough to tell you just how strong he's running that car right now. Let's listen to that motor. You hear that red line and all that? He has perfected all of it there, and it's worked to his advantage all the way through as the caution's coming out. The caution is out, folks. I'm trying to figure out what went wrong and where it went wrong, but no call or confirmation there. So we'll get situated out here, and yet again we'll hopefully come to the conclusion of this race here. And I gotta believe if I'm in the lucky dog category, I'd be pretty happy that caution came out if I'm Kyle Hanna right about now. That man right there, Johnny Taylor, I don't know where he came from, but tonight, man, he is just absolutely tearing it up out there. Tonight's race sponsored in part by, of course, over at Affordable SEO Marketing. With a web browser and web design that at your leadership and your web and all that, you can do some custom designs like with hats, mugs, shirts, candies, and more. It's time you guys outrank your competition online today with Affordable SEO and Marketing. Link in the description down in the section. And now a little word here from our friends over at FEGPC.net.
Looking for a new PC or an upgrade to your current one? Look no further than Ford Entertainment Group, your home for the best quality and value in new, pre-built, and custom PCs at the lowest price guaranteed. We have affordable PC solutions for any budget, with custom builds starting at $595. Even the pros turn to Ford Entertainment Group to get them up and running. With valued customers from all over the world, it's easy to see why Ford Entertainment Group is the most trusted brand in custom PCs.
I wanted to save my awesome subscribers the most money when they started their sim racing journey. I searched high and low for the best deals. And I'm so proud that Jeffrey and I partnered up so I can spread the good news about where to get the lowest price on a high quality computer.
Feel confident when buying from us with the FEG Satisfaction Guarantee. Get yourself on track today by visiting us online at FEGPC.net.
As we get him situated out now, guys, we'll bring him on around here after a little pit stop there. We'll see these drivers come back out on the track here and get things taken care of. And hopefully we can see this one come to a conclusive end here for these drivers. 1 lap to green here now has been initiated. Johnny Taylor, the number 3 machine, your race leader. The 4, Kyle Hanna in second. And the rest of our field, well, let's just say they're trying to figure out how to catch up to him. So here we go, coming out of turn 4. It's back to green flag racing as Johnny Taylor swings it on through. David Caselli doing his own thing, battling it on back because that's 27 there. Mark Thomas looking for a little bit of help and a little bit of run here, trying to catch up into this one, trying to stay in this here. A lot of battles to be had for these guys as everyone still works them on around. No one giving an inch here and no one giving him a chance to lose this one. Tyler Berger currently a lap down, looking to try to make his move around Thomas and get up there with Johnny. What a way to start off his career at Old School and get himself a 3rd place finish here tonight if he's capable of doing it. But Nicholas Wilson, man, don't count that guy out. He's right behind him here. He's now looking for a spot in that running. He wants to take over this one. If you guys are interested in joining these guys, the link is down in the comment section. It's not in the comment section, but in the description here for Facebook. If you guys want to look them up there at Old School League, and they will be taking in notifications and requests. I guarantee you guys will have a good show to say, and also we'll be broadcasting all the way through the end of their season, so be sure to stay tuned on in for that. Right on around out of turn 2 here. Whoa, Wilson getting a little bit loose there out of turn 2, kind of bumping up into the wall there. There's the 44 of Tyler Berger doing everything he can to stay ahead of the curve here with 17 laps to go. Time's running out here. Right on around we go here, down and about out of turn 3 on down now into turn 4. Here comes the 53 of Nicholas Wilson, starting to squeeze the life out to get ahead here of that 44 of Tyler Berger, looking to try to make him a Suki and take this one home, buddy. Swings on around here, pulls a big move to the top here. That is some Stunder's speed right there. That is really good move there from the 53 of Nicholas Wilson. Now taking over the 3rd spot. The podium is his. Right on around we go here. The 14 there of Kenneth Graves having to do battle here with that 54 of Mark Dillon Jr. Mark trying to hang his own here, trying to hang his head high. He gets up to the bottom end of the high side. Nice jump there, but that was not the corner he wanted. He got a little loose there. Holds it out safely there and stays in the position. This man right here, though, with only 13 laps left, I hate saying it, but I don't think there's any catching this guy right now. Johnny Taylor right now is doing all his worth here, still holding it on by as the 5 there of Ryan W. Wiggins. Still trying desperately to stay ahead of Taylor and stay out of trouble at this point. He doesn't want to lap down again. I hate to say it though, buddy, but Taylor is just something else right now. He is just running this car amok tonight. 11 laps left in this one here. This is going to be a shootout to the end here for Taylor and Hanna. If Kyle Hanna can figure out a way to get back up into this one, he's currently way in the back here. That's how far ahead right now Johnny Taylor is. He's already in turn 4. And Kyle hasn't even gone in turn 3 yet. That's how far and how strong he's running this track. He just has something in those straights, man, that absolutely is just impressing me and stunning me as anything. So they'll bring him on around now, down the outside line. As Kenneth Graves gives up that spot. Kyle Hanna desperately hoping for a miracle, hoping for a prayer to try to defend off his last week's feature win. Brian W. Wiggins and Thomas slowing up a bit there. Looks like Wiggins slowing up a lot there, and Thomas having to get checked up a little bit to stay out of that trouble zone. We'll bring him on around yet again here, still on through here. Johnny Taylor, though, he just seems like he has got this one wrapped up. Yet to make a mistake besides earlier. He spun out a couple times and got into a little wreckage. Now this time by, with only 6 laps left, he is just running that thing to its absolute core and absolutely dominating what, in my opinion, has been a good series and a good race for him, and really showcasing what he is capable of. Through and through, they come on down out of the inside line there. David Caselli in the 24, the outside. The inside is the 3 there of Johnny Taylor. Well, I was about to say, or is he? Well, he got a little internet happy there and lost some time there, but that's all right. 4 seconds left on the clock. Castelli trying to stay out of the way there, but I think he's just trying to stay out of the wall as well. You got to be careful about that. Everybody fighting for what it's worth. Everyone fighting and going at it. Through and through they come on down. 3 laps to go. And just like that, Johnny Taylor, in my opinion, has just opened up his racing Bible. Just sound the speed of silence first versus 20. Shark Boy and Lava, The Adventures of Shark Boy and Lava Girl was a fantastic movie, and now apparently they're bringing it over to Netflix here on New Year's Day. We'll see how that one plays as they kit them through. And this will be Johnny Taylor's W to D. 1 more lap to go. Johnny Taylor has pretty much all but wrapped this one up. He just needs to finish it on by here. Through and through they come on around here. 1 more time around, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to win it. Wow! I was just saying he's going to win it. He almost lost it at turn 4, but Johnny Taylor is your race winner here in the Irwindale 250, and finishing second, not by much, but Kyle Hanna definitely giving it all he had there on the 53 of Nicholas Wilson. Man, he hard charged that one away all the through. What a show, what a battle here. And you can see the teammates, the Butcher brothers, having a little fun there, and the drivers there, obviously the new guys having a little bit of a showcase there, and Mark Sikosi hopping over there with the 3 there, having a little time or two with him. We'll get to talking with them here in a minute here, guys, and see how they felt about that race. We're heading on down to pit side here to Victory Lane, and this man right here gets his very first win. Johnny Taylor takes home the W here tonight. All right, he joins me in now in the chat here. Your 3rd place finisher here tonight, Nicholas Wilson. Nicholas, you know, that was a pretty good shuttle you had all the way through up until the end there, and unfortunately, just you ran out of time and lost and got put it into lap position. What was going through your mind tonight, buddy?
Well, after that, just lapse in concentration, you know, the walls here at Irwindale suck you in and cost you a whole ton of time, and they like throw your wheel alignment out of whack, so you're like hobbling around. So after that happened, I was just, you know, really pissed. But, you know, brought it home 3rd, which gives me a chance to call out to, you might have noticed that James Michael Kruger was not with us tonight. So hopefully he is welcoming in his new kid, Colton Kruger. And I want to congratulate him on that. Hopefully it's happened as I'm saying this, or else it's weird.
I believe he has, but actually I was talking with him in the chat here a little while ago, and he stopped talking, so I'm pretty sure he just had his kid come on out. So again, to James Kruger, congratulations, buddy. And Wilson, man, what a great race and what a great battle there. Anybody else you want to thank here for this 3rd place finish?
Me and Kyle put our heads together there, right there. in the last few minutes of practice and got a pretty good setup figured out. We didn't know it was a second and third place setup because we didn't know how fast what's his name, Taylor, whose first
Johnny
race here
Taylor.
was going to be. Yeah, Johnny Taylor came out and just spanked us, but
yeah, he definitely came out
he
swinging.
yeah, he figured out how to run below that dotted white line, and that makes all the difference. So we couldn't do that. So I'm actually pretty happy with our finish there. All things considered, Irwindale was quite the challenge. 125 miles at Irwindale is a lot of miles.
It definitely is, bud, but you were able to hold it out and still fight to the end, so congratulations here on a third-place finish. Hard to do on this track. We'll see you next time out, buddy.
All right, thanks, Chris.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, Nicholas Wilson in the 53, your third-place finisher here tonight, as we now join last week's feature winner and runner-up tonight here at Irwindale. This is Kyle Hanna. Kyle, man, you had a good battle all the way through, but, man, Taylor, like what we just heard from Nicholas Wilson, he just spanked you guys there. He got you good.
He did. He had mad props to him. He drove an excellent race. He had an excellent setup, and what an opener. Joining the league and gets first by more than a lap. So huge congratulations to him. I'm so impressed.
Definitely for sure there, but I mean, you still can't sell yourself short here either, buddy, man. You had a good fight all the way to the end. You gave it everything you had. Had a few times where you got on the wall and you kind of got a little in trouble there, but I mean, nonetheless, a finish in second place at Irwindale, I gotta say, it's quite the reward there, my friend. So he do want to thank you for that.
I'd like to thank Nick. He gave me a great setup, and I had a pretty inauspicious start, but once I just calmed down and drove, it all came together. So I'd like to thank him, and I'd like to give a shout out to our teammate Mike, who's expecting. So that's why he wasn't with us tonight. So yeah, that's what I'd like to thank.
Definitely for sure there, man. I think he has finally expected. I think the child has come on out now because he stopped talking with us in the chat. So if he did, again, to James, congratulations, buddy. But, I mean, nevertheless here, congratulations to you, Kyle, on a second-place finish. You're here tonight. Pretty good considering last week you were a race winner. Now another finish here tonight. Congratulations, buddy.
Thank you so much, Christian.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, Kyle Hanna in the number 4, your second-place finisher here tonight. Well, we're waiting on Johnny Taylor if he's going to join us on in. I'm not sure if he's going to. We're going to give him the count of 2 minutes, so he has until then to answer the call. If he does not, we will go ahead and just call it a night. But real quick, while we're waiting, we'll just go ahead and give a little word to the sponsors. Of course, the Affordable SEO and Marketing. It's time you outrank your competition online today. And a little word also from the boys over at FEGPC.net.
Looking for a new PC or an upgrade to your current one? Look no further than Ford Entertainment Group, your home for the best quality and value in new, pre-built, and custom PCs at the lowest price guaranteed. We have affordable PC solutions for any budget, with custom builds starting at $595. Even the pros turn to Ford Entertainment Group to get them up and running. With valued customers from all over the world, it's easy to see why Ford Entertainment Group is the most trusted brand in custom PCs.
I wanted to save my awesome subscribers the most money when they started their sim racing journey. Well, I searched high and low for the best deals. And I'm so proud that Jeffrey and I have partnered up so I can spread the good news about where to get the lowest price on a high quality computer.
Feel confident when buying from us with the FEG Satisfaction Guarantee. Get yourself on track today by visiting us online at FEGPC.net.
And it looks like that's going to be the end of this one here tonight, folks. So from all of us here at PTM Racing TV, thank you again to Old School League for having us come on out. We're a little bit closer, edging closer to the season ender, which will be over in April of next year. And hopefully by then, maybe some of the coronavirus can go away. But that's a different story. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, have a good night out there. Tomorrow night, it's a doubleheader here on Facebook. And we've got a live one at YouTube as the Green Mountain Grills Truck Series goes back at it at Charlotte Moore Speedway. Tomorrow night, though, we're back here at Irwindale for Pedal to the Metal. And then we take our trip down to my hometown, my homeland there of Knoxville Speedway as the Blood Eagle Racing Series will do battle there. I can't wait to call that one. I can't wait to call Pedal to the Metal either. And I know my boy over there, Doug Burns, is ready to call those Green Mountain Grill boys over there. So y'all better check this one out. We'll see you next time when the green flag flies right here on PTM Racing TV. Be safe. God bless. Take care. Good night, everybody.